Let's talk about shell companies, the financial world's favorite magic trick. In 2016, the Panama Papers leak exposed over 11 million documents from Mossack Fonseca, revealing how the world's elite used Panama as their secret playground. This wasn't just a few shady businessmen. It was world leaders, celebrities, and billionaires, all hiding fortunes in plain sight. The leak exposed over 200,000 shell companies, all designed to hide assets, evade taxes, and launder money. The fallout was global: resignations, scandals, and a collective realization that the system is rigged for the powerful. The Panama Papers didn't invent this game. They just showed us how it's played. While most of us play by the rules, a select few use shell companies to rewrite them. So let's break down how this shadowy system actually works. A shell company is a business that exists only on paper. No office, no employees, no real activity. It's a legal ghost, created to hold assets and hide the real owner's identity. You pay a lawyer in a secrecy-friendly place, Panama, the British Virgin Islands, Delaware, to set one up. The company gets a fancy name, but your name stays hidden behind nominee directors who sign documents but aren't really in charge. This creates layers of secrecy, making it nearly impossible to trace ownership. The shell company can open bank accounts, buy property, and own other companies, all without your name ever appearing. Why is this legal? Because many countries compete to offer the most secrecy and lowest taxes. For a few $1,000s, you can buy a ready-made ghost company and become the invisible owner of anything. It's a system designed for abuse, and it's been thriving for decades. Let's see how the world's richest use these shells to play hide-and-seek with their money. With your shell company, you can hide vast fortunes. Corrupt politicians funnel stolen billions through layers of shell companies, making the money trail go cold before it lands in a secret bank account. Corporations use shells to shift profits to tax havens, selling intellectual property to their own shell company in Bermuda, then charging their real branches huge fees, erasing profits in high-tax countries. The result? Billions in taxes dodged, all perfectly legal. Oligarchs use shells to hide assets from sanctions. Mansions, jets, yachts, all owned by anonymous companies. On paper, the wealth belongs to a ghost. In reality, the owner pulls the strings from the shadows. This system lets the super-rich play by different rules, moving billions with a few clicks while the rest of us pay our taxes. It's a parallel financial universe where accountability barely exists. The shell company is the key to this world, a simple tool weaponized to undermine tax systems and widen inequality. And the game is only getting bigger. Let's get concrete. Why does a billionaire own a $500 million yacht through a Cayman Islands shell company? Liability. If the yacht crashes, the shell company takes the hit, not the billionaire, who just buys another yacht with a new shell. In the art world, a secret buyer uses a shell company to purchase a $100 million Picasso, stores it in a tax-free warehouse, and trades it between shells. No taxes, no names, perfect for laundering money. Bribery? Easy. A construction firm pays a consultant shell company secretly owned by a minister's relative. The money flows, the bribe is hidden, and everyone has plausible deniability. Shell companies are the ultimate buffer, hiding assets, dodging responsibility, and laundering money with a legal corporate veil. The result? Powerful people move money and dodge consequences, all in plain sight. If this were a movie, you'd call it too far-fetched. But it's real. and it's happening every day. The system is designed for secrecy, and it works. Shell companies make the world's shadiest deals possible, and the rest of us are left picking up the tab. Let's see how this plays out in countries hit hardest by corruption. In developing countries, shell companies are tools for looting on a massive scale. Take Kenya's Anglo leasing scandal. Government contracts worth hundreds of millions went to phantom firms, shell companies with no real address, delivering nothing or wildly overpriced goods. The money vanished offshore, leaving taxpayers with the bill for ghost projects. The impact? Hospitals, schools and roads never built. Ordinary citizens pay the price while elites get richer. Shell companies are the getaway car, making it nearly impossible to trace or recover stolen funds. This isn't just theft. It's a system that robs entire nations of their future. How easy is it to set up a shell company? Shockingly easy. Step 1. Pick a secrecy-friendly jurisdiction. British Virgin Islands, Panama, Delaware. Step 2. Hire a formation agent online. For a few $1,000s, they'll register your company, provide a fake address, and supply nominee directors. Step 3. Create layers. One shell company owns another, which owns another, each in a different country. Step 4. Open a bank account in a place with strong secrecy laws. Now you can move money, buy property, and hide your identity. No questions asked. Investigators trying to follow the money hit a wall of paperwork and secrecy at every turn. This process happens thousands of times a day, fueling corruption and tax evasion worldwide. The system is built for speed, secrecy, and deniability, and it's all perfectly legal, unless you get caught. After the Panama Papers, governments promised action. The main tool? Beneficial ownership registers, databases listing the real owners of companies. The UK and EU have made progress, letting journalists and watchdogs connect the dots. But enforcement is weak. Criminals lie on forms, list fake owners, and rarely get checked. The UK's register is full of babies and imaginary people as owners. And if one country cracks down, the money just moves to another secrecy haven, like the British Virgin Islands or even South Dakota. Without global cooperation, it's a game of whack-a-mole. The system adapts faster than the rules can change. Until every major economy enforces real transparency, the shadows will keep growing, and the world's wealth will keep disappearing into them. The shell game keeps evolving. When countries demand to know the real owner, the wealthy use trusts. Legal arrangements managed by banks or lawyers, adding another layer of secrecy. Now, the trust owns the shell company, and the real owner is just an advisor. Investigators chasing ownership hit a maze. A UK company owned by a Cyprus company, owned by a Panama foundation, managed by a Singapore trust. Most give up before reaching the end. The offshore industry is a multi-billion-dollar business, with armies of lawyers and accountants fighting to keep secrecy alive. They lobby against transparency, invent new loopholes, and argue for financial privacy, which really means protecting the powerful. The fight is against a well-funded, highly motivated opponent. Every new rule spawns a new workaround, and the rest of us are left in the dark. You might think this is just a billionaire problem, but it affects everyone. When corporations dodge taxes, that's money not funding your schools, hospitals or roads. Your taxes go up to cover the shortfall. Dirty money floods into real estate, driving up prices and making homes unaffordable. It fuels corruption, poverty, and instability worldwide. It undermines democracy, creating a two-tiered justice system, one for the rich, one for everyone else. The solution? Real, verified public registers of company owners, closing loopholes and funding investigators to follow the money. This is a fight for fairness and accountability. If we don't win, inequality and cynicism will only get worse. So, Happy New Year. Now, go have a drink. You've earned it.